What is up, everybody? Now they always say congratulations. They wanna hold on to vacation. Let's get this music up here. They never had a dedication. Yo, yo, yo. To my maiden. Appreciate everybody hopping in here. Let's get the chat to fill up a little bit. Yo, yo, yo. Always say congratulations. Yo, yo, yo. Everybody hopping in. Let the chat fill up a little bit. I didn't announce I was going live. I wasn't planning on it, but decided let's hop on for a couple minutes, because why not? Hop in. Yo, yo, yo. Everybody hopping in the live chat. Yo, yo, yo. Let's see what AMC is doing. AMC currently trading at $18.20, down 1.78% on the day. Gonna get my mod in here too. For everyone in here, I wasn't planning on going live, so we might have to let the chat fill up a little bit. Might take a bit longer. AMC currently trading at $18.18, almost down 2% on the day. Where are we gonna go from here? If we get a break below $17.30, you could see a real bleed to the downside. But I do think it's better to bleed early and probably get the bounce by the end of the day. Usually what AMC does if we bleed early. There's this transparency thing that's going on. March 3rd apparently kicked in. I still haven't gotten a link to get it 100% fact checked, but I'm looking on the SEC right now to see if I can find anything. As you guys filter through, make sure to drop a rocket for AMC. The SPY is trying to push to the downside. There is a little bit of a gap fill all the way down to about 432. No, that gap was actually already filled. This gap actually already was filled. Yo, yo, yo. Everybody hopping in. Appreciate you guys hopping. Someone forgot to tell the hedgies it's over today. Smith got the rockets. Is that working? AMC is still bleeding, almost down 3%. Guys, let me know if the background music's a bit too loud. I feel like sometimes I can get a bit loud. Dave Lauer tweeted today about the comments on the weinvestors.org. If you guys want to go comment, I will retweet his tweet right now. If you have nothing else to do, you can go leave a comment. My best bet is that they don't really look at those, in my opinion. And if they do, it's out of hundreds of thousands. They probably look at a few, but we'll see. GameStop's still bleeding, not doing a whole lot. There's a lot going on with AMC, right? This whole, when Adam Aaron said 90% held by institutional investors, which we knew back in June. In fact, that we know it now. He didn't give an actual share count clearly because, I mean, I wasn't involved. Were you involved? I doubt it. But the fact is, he probably, my best bet is with the whole issuing NFTs and other things in the space with AMC, he ballparked it that we own 90%. And honestly, I don't know. It's tough to say because there's math that was in a video, if you guys haven't seen it, that I put out. And it's pretty much, let me get my book out here. Actually, I think I have a tweet on it. But if AMC, we own 90%, and then you have institutional investors, I believe, own like 36 or something percent. Let me find my tweet really quick so I don't put out the wrong numbers. Dang it, I ordered my G-Wagon last night. We better squeeze today. Damn, you ordered your G-Wagon early. Yeah, I hope we squeeze soon. We're almost down 3% on the day. Here's the thing, right? If institutional investors, because Adam Aaron said not including ETFs, so according to NASDAQ, institutional investors own 176 million of the float for AMC, and we own 90% of the float, which is 463.5 million, which would bring the float to 639.5 million. But the float is around 515 million. That's being conservative because it's a little bit under that. So the question everyone's asking is there 124.5 million synthetics out there? But if you really take a look at it, that doesn't seem like a lot. And if you zoom back, if you take a step back and look at when June hit, when we ran up to 72 and all of those failure to delivers were filtering in. If you don't know, you can hide naked shorts and failure to delivers, but it's a hard way to tell, right? But if you look at when all those were stacking up and then they find out a way to just clear them, because you can see when it went from super high and then completely low, from there on out, the way we dropped, there would be 411.2 million synthetics. So both of these numbers could be wrong, or they could be doubled or tripled or even quadrupled. And that's the thing, we don't even really know. And the fact that we're sitting here still bleeding is beyond me. It really is. Live chat, let's see. Good morning, how are you? Bloodbath it is. Yeah, good morning. How are you, Mod? I was waiting for you to get in here, I didn't say I was going live, and I didn't plan on it. I kind of just started up the live. So for everyone hopping in, I appreciate you guys jumping in. I didn't announce this at all. Just wanted to hop in for a few minutes. Let's see. Ron Vang, I took out my space suit and don't know if I should wear it or hang it up. I'd wear it. I would probably wear it. Now, you can maybe hang it up for today and tomorrow. Just a maybe, right? Because AMC doesn't typically do good on Fridays because the market makers are trying to pull the pipe out of their ass. You know, Ken Griffin, it's like I think it's like 6.5 foot pipe, and it's rusty. So on Fridays, they they try to shimmy it out. So AMC usually starts to bleed. But you could keep the spacesuit on if you want to. It's probably comfortable. Might be the only one surviving when we're on the moon. This is what I'm talking about. It's weird, right? The short exempt volume were shown. Because notice how when they cut the failure to delivers, they stopped showing the dark pool percentage traded. Two things lining up that are already off the bat not right, right? The third thing that is shown to the public, obviously they took the buy button away back in June. The next thing that's shown to the public is it's not normal for a stock to have that many failure to delivers. It really just isn't. And also, almost 70% is short percentage traded on the stock. And when we heard Gary Gensler talk about it, he said 90 to 95% our orders are routed to non-lit exchanges. So if that's the case, and then almost 70% every single day is short percent, that's it. You're getting slammed to the downside. It's manipulated. And if the people that jump in and they're asking what's going on, all you hear is manipulation. Well, they don't know what that means. And it's just simple, and it's right here. And if you look at the data, the numbers don't add up. and this price action doesn't add up. If you look in the past couple weeks, we're trading in the same exact cycle. You have a push, trade sideways, a push, trade sideways, a last push, and then a major hit to the downside. And the stage we're on now is that major hit to the downside. Okay, it's not even about the short-term price action. Like, if we hold this level, this and that, even though we talk about it, right? It's more of, you're gonna have no idea when it's coming, and you're gonna start seeing green bars, green bars, green bars, green bars, volatility halts, just like you saw back in May when this thing jumped to $70, and that is what I'm waiting for. Let's see how the overall SPY is doing. SPY's still selling off. Let's see, do you guys have any positions today? I grabbed a hood put yesterday because it seems like I'm not even gonna lie. It seems like every time I grab a put on hood, it's like free money. So enjoying that. MULN. If anyone traded this, I don't think this is over. It's testing this last level of support that it's been testing for a few days. If it breaks below this, it's probably going to gap fill to 72 cents. I don't think this is over. You have sort of what's happening with AMC, where you're fighting a market maker and they're illegally pushing this to the downside, clear as day. But you have less people buying in, which is a problem because it's not like AMC where you have everybody in the stock, everybody in this play. But it's also different because it's a penny stock, right? There's got to be a shitload of less shares out there, I assume, for MULN. I don't think this play is over. I could be completely wrong, but it's so cheap that just grabbing a few calls, which is what I have, far out, I'm just going to let it sit there, and I'll check it like every now and then. Let's see how Tesla's doing. I know Tesla started ripping. Did you guys see that on the State of the Union speech? On Biden's State of the Union speech, he called out GM and Ford. They're leading the electric vehicle industry. Then they got a slight push, but not even much. Honestly, Tesla's leading the industry. Politicians just don't like Elon Musk because he goes at them and he speaks his mind. It's just the facts of it. AMC currently trading at $17.96. It's a clear bleed to the downside. And you could say, right? You could say, oh, well, it just follows the IWM because that's the sector it's in, right? That's where AMC is located in the IWM. It's bleeding. But if you really look, it's not a fundamental play. If everything was playing out the way it should with AMC and there was no problems with this, obviously we would have seen the run up. But besides the fact, you would have seen us completely held at about $60, completely sideways all the way up until now. If this was natural, because you had 90% shareholders then, and even all those failure to delivers at the time, cycling through, you probably had shareholders that equal more than the float. And you probably had shareholders that... So here's the thing, right? They took the buy button away back in January. And then you have a second run-up. They can't take the buy button away again. Too much retail is looking at them. They have too much fire on their back. So if they take away the buy button again, it's going to be a bigger problem. So instead, you see all of these failure to deliver stacking up when we're running to $72. And what's happening behind the scenes, my best bet that you don't see is we already own, because at that time we own 90% of the float. And that's not including the FOMO when we're running to 72, right? So we're running, failure to deliver cycling through. The people FOMOing in are probably being sold synthetic shares. That's really probably what was happening, okay? So all the way from then till now, it's almost like they found a way to hide them. Obviously, the market makers through puts or whatever they do. But that's my best bet on that scenario. AMC currently trading at $17.98, trying to hold $18. If we don't hold, it looks like you're going to come down to at least $17.70 or all the way down to 17 flat. And then after that, you're looking at 16, 15, and then bottoming out. We don't want to bottom out at 1370s again because it's going to be a technical break to the downside. Chances are, if we bottom out again, you're probably going to see a break below and go down to 1250 to 1260, somewhere in that zone. Here's the thing, right? If they had enough money the whole reason they're doing this, they're not covering, is because the price it's at right now, if they were to cover, it's gonna leave them bankrupt, and that's it. If you had your entire life built around something, you're gonna do whatever it takes to keep that built, you know? So if they wanted to cover at this price, they would be bankrupt. That's why you see all this happening. They want to bring this down to what they shorted at, which is between $2 and $9. Smith said, is a real share count even possible? A real share count is possible, but that's not what happened. Adam Aaron definitely didn't do a share count because I wasn't included, and I don't think you guys were. And like I said before, I think I ballparked it. AMC's getting a nice little candle. I think he ballparked it based off of the NFTs he issued and other things with the company. That's probably what happened with him. And honestly, either way, he got the hype rolling again for AMC, and he got like probably a few more people to buy back in just based off of that news. You guys can tell, honestly, just based off of the cycles that we're in, it shows retail is buying as they're shorting. Because why is my thing glitching out? We're almost traded in the exact same cycle, not only for the past few weeks, but this entire time. And they're trying their hardest to not make it obvious, right? I'm going to say from about November 30th, 2021 to about January 5th, looks exactly like January 5th to now. And that's a little bit to an extent, but like I said, they don't want to make it exact. But AMC currently trading at 1806. Hopefully we can get a pop here. Let's see what MULN is doing. MULN is still trying to hold that last resort of support that it has. Also called out in the Discord by one to watch. Apple may or may not have some good news this week. They're a little bit down on the day. Well, they're green on the day, but they're almost going red on the day. Probably because of how the overall market is doing. Let's go, AMC. Yes, sir. Drop rockets in the chat for AMC. We all knew they would buy as they shorted. It's the only way they can profit from losing. Yeah, chance. I mean, that's the thing, though, right? If we own 90% of the float, institutions own 36% of the float or whatever, you're already over the float number, okay? 20% shorted, utilization at 100%. There should be no way at all that you can go on your phone or your computer right now and press buy AMC. There should be no way. That's really it. So it beats me how all of these numbers are coming out. And yeah, the only way for them to profit, like they have been doing, is when they control the price, they're building capital. Because if you guys take a look at all right, Citadel is one of the biggest market makers, if not the biggest, and liquidity provider in the market. So these cycles that we're going through, it's letting the price run, it's stacking call options in the derivatives market, letting price run, taking profits, and naked shorting it to the downside is my best bet. That's what these cycles look like. So it's profits stacking on profits, upon profits, and that cycle can keep going because those profits are going to be able to pay for their cost to borrow, whatever it is between the spread, whatever profits they're getting, even if they're minimal. Right? If they control the price, they know where it's going to go. So it's just going to cycle. You know, we say it costs them money, but we're being traded in a cycle until the SEC does something about the synthetic shares out there. Let's go. Be back says we can easily hit 10 to 50K. I see this comment under every video. I shit you not. See this comment under every single video. AMC's still holding on to that $18 level. IWM, this is not going to look good for AMC. It's still bleeding. You're looking at it to come down to 201, about 201.85. The SPY still bleeding. SPY is selling off hard right now. Let's see is there any news that come out? Okay, let's see. Live update. For everyone hopping in, I appreciate you guys hopping in. I did not plan to go live. I just hopped on. Let's see. Oil prices steady. Investors monitor Russia, Ukraine. I think Putin said something about this is going to get harsher. So it's probably spooking the market. More uncertainty, of course. What's new? I'm not going to play this at all. I'm not going to play it near Friday either. But, let's see, 437, 438. Yeah, guys, not much is happening right now. I appreciate everybody hopping in. Just wanted to hop in for a little while for the 15 people that are in here. I was going to hop on for 15 minutes because I actually have somewhere to go. We've been on for about 21 minutes now. AMC is getting a nice little pop, 1812. If this thing starts moving insane, I'll probably hop back on the live stream just in the car or something. But for right now, guys, I appreciate you hopping in. If you wouldn't mind, filter that like button on the way out. That is what I got right now. AMC is getting a little bit of a pop while the IWM is still selling off, which is good. I'm torn on today. I feel like we might move up stronger than we get shorted down by the end of the day with transparency. They don't have a lot of ammunition anymore. At the same time, they're desperate. Yeah, I agree with you. Smith, have a good day. You too, bro. Everybody who hopped in, have a good day. I appreciate you guys jumping in. And maybe we'll be back on if AMC starts to rip. But that is all. There will be a video tonight. I love you all, guys. Love you.